Good morning, good morning. Welcome everyone to Write Your Worth Daily. I'm your host, Dr. Fred Jones, where we help women of faith, women who believe in self-investing, and women who want to build a business around their best-selling book. We help you create an economy based on your best-selling story. So we want to welcome you to come right on in, add link to post description. We want to welcome you all to come on in, and we're going to help you. We're going to help you get started today. Okay, so come on in and welcome to Write Your Worth Daily with Dr. Fred Jones. We welcome you in. Today we're going to be talking about self-publishing. Self-publishing is up. Self-publishing is up by over 40%. And I wonder, why is that? Why is that? Why is self-publishing up over 40%? We're going to talk about that today. So I want you to come on in and, grab a cup of coffee, sit down. I'm going to give you some real value here, and we're going to keep moving, okay? We're going to keep moving, and we're going to get this out to you, and you're going to be glad that you hung around and spent some time with us today, because this is going to be valuable information that's going to serve and support you. It's going to serve and support you well. Okay? All right. So welcome to our live this morning, Write Your Worth Daily with Dr. Fred Jones. We're excited about it. We're excited about it. And you're going to be glad you hopped in with us today. All right? Okay. All right. Let's get started here. Let's get started here and get some value going. Write Your Worth Daily with Dr. Fred Jones. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can't get back over here and make this all happen. All right. All right. There we go, right there. We're going to leave it right there. We're going to leave it right there. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Again. Okay. Let's get started here. Invite group members. Okay, done. All right. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay. Self-publishing. What is self-publishing? Okay. Okay. What is self-publishing? Self-publishing. Okay, so what I want to do in this training, here is I want to distinguish the difference between self-publishing and traditional publishing. Self-publishing. Ecamm Live will only receive the names of group members who have granted their permission. Okay. Copy link to clipboard, add to group. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and chime in and weigh in. What I want to do is take a look at the difference between traditional publishing and self-publishing. And what I want to do is talk about the pros and the cons of those two options, okay? Number one, if you're traditionally publishing a book, you're going to get wide distribution and more exposure. That's one of the things that many of the authors and writers do who want to write and publish a book. They want more exposure. And when they want that exposure, they want to go with a traditional publishing company, like one of the big five. Those big companies have marketing budgets. They have funds to promote and to do all type of graphics and videos and book tours. All of that is a huge takeaway from a traditional publishing company, okay? Traditional publishing company. The most offer an advance, sometimes a large one. You can get a large advance from a traditional publishing, okay? Number one, you get wide distribution and exposure. Number two, you can get a big advance and sometimes a large advance from a traditional publishing company. Number three, they do the editing and the formatting and the cover art. When you're working with a large distributing company, a large company, they do the editing and the formatting and all of that. Okay? Okay, let's go right here. They'll do all that for you. They'll do all that for you. And when those companies do that, for you, then you are on your way. You are on your way to awesome experience. An awesome experience. Okay, add to the broadcast. Okay, all right. Now, okay, so done. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to type in a comment. Okay, all right, so let's go here. And I can edit that comment. Can I edit that? Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, so what we're going to do this is the traditional, TRADITIO, traditional publishing B versus self-publishing. Okay. All right, let's go with that. And let's go with that. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's kind of what our topic is. Let's move it over here. Let's put it over there. Okay, and then we're going to do something with this right here. Okay. Nope, we don't want to do that. I don't want to get too confused with that. Let's put it up here. Okay. Traditional publishing versus self-publishing. It's a big difference. It's a big difference, okay? Now, okay, so that's huge. That's huge, okay? Traditional publishing versus self-publishing. Now, let's go over some of the factors, okay? The traditional publishing companies, they have wider distribution for your book. The biggest challenge that most authors have is their books are not distributed. No one knows about you. There's no distribution for your book. Okay, wide distribution and more exposure. That's what you get from a traditional publishing company. You get more offers and advances. You get and sometimes you get a large sum of money. That is if you get selected. Very few and very small number of people ever get selected to self-publish, and then they do the most editing and formatting. They're going to do the editing and formatting for you, and they'll do the cover art. And number 4, they're going to have the marketing power. That's the traditional publishing company. Now, let's talk about self-publishing. That was the positives of traditional publishing. That was the positives of traditional self-publishing. Let's talk about some of the things that are not so sexy. The not so sexy things about traditional self-publishing. They take 6 to 8 months before publishing, sometime longer. They take 6 to 8 months before publishing, sometime longer. Okay, the price of ebooks is way too high. That used to be the case. The price of their ebooks, many might think that they're too high. They have the power over your cover art and the title. Traditional publishing has the power over your cover art and title. So if you want to choose your own title, then you got to deal with them. They have the power over your cover. They don't use the marketing power. They will effectively. Some of them don't use the marketing power. If they like you, they will. If they don't, they won't. It all depends on how much money your book can bring the traditional publishing company, how they will use their marketing power. Okay? They pay royalties twice a year. That's a con of traditional publishing. Okay, I gave you the positives of traditional publishing. Now I'm giving you the negative. They don't use the marketing power they while effectively. They pay royalties twice a year. They don't involve you in making the decisions regarding your book. You're not involved in the decision making regarding your book. Okay, that's a huge negative right there. Okay, receive the name of the group members who grant their permission. All right. Okay. All right. Next thing is difficult to implement changes. When you work with a traditional publishing company, the changes are not going to be easy to make, okay? Not easy to make the changes. And then the royalty rates are low, 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 low. And it's very hard to break into. Very hard to break into. All right, those are the negatives of the traditional publishing and self-publishing company. Those are the traditional publishing negatives, okay? Self-publishing is up. So I would encourage you to learn everything you can about self-publishing. Go in hard, write your book, because the most expensive thing you will ever pay is attention to the wrong people. Bye-bye.